SMB Business Continuity and Disaster Recovery. BC and DR Basics. How important are disaster recovery, DR, and business continuity, BC, for your business? Before deciding on an answer, check out a definition for each. Business continuity involves fundamental business activities required to keep a company operational during and after a disaster, either natural or human-induced. Disaster recovery involves a plan or set of procedures to facilitate the recovery and operation of core IT infrastructure and systems following a disaster. If your response wasn't extremely important, then maybe you don't need to worry about productivity and generating revenue. As the owner of a small to medium-sized business, SMB, you owe it to your employees, clients, and stakeholders to keep business operations smooth and uneventful. Your SMB needs to be resilient enough to withstand any short or long-term disruptions. To guarantee this resilience, you need appropriate BC and DR plans in place. Risks to business. Like it or not, every working day has elements of risk associated with it. Risks and threats come in all directions and in many forms: adverse weather conditions, cyber security threats, technology failure, and human error, to name a few. To keep these threats at bay, your SMB needs effective and well-structured BC and DR plans. Unfortunately, most SMBs don't realize the significance of continuity and disaster planning. A recent report published by Symantec, a Californian cybersecurity software and services company, confirmed that 60% of SMBs do not have BC and DR plans to fall back on should catastrophe strike. In an era where the loss of sensitive data can spell doom for any SMB, it is almost inconceivable that a statistic of this magnitude exists. To support Symantec's findings, Forrester Research, an American marketing research company, concludes that 2/3 of business with 100 employees or less did not have a BC plan to deal with unexpected events such as downed servers or networks, data compromise resulting from cybercrime, and even power outages. In this article, you'll explore the costs of short and long-term business interruptions, why many SMBs have neglected to implement strategic DR and BC plans, and the steps that you can take to prepare your company should disaster strike. What happens without BC and DR strategies? Business continuity is vital for all companies. It isn't reserved for the likes of Facebook, Barclays, and other corporate giants. Whether you have 5, 50, or 500 employees, not having a robust BC strategy means that you're putting your business at risk. The smaller a company, the greater the risk, since small SMBs don't have the resources to rebound from disasters like big players such as Apple or Amazon. When you realize that several hours of unplanned downtime can result in losses of £10,000 per hour, you might want to reconsider your BC plan. Downtime lasting a few hours is the type of disruption a business may face resulting from a minor IT issue or power failure. What happens when a business is down for several days? Worse still, what are the consequences of a major natural disaster or an act of terror causing weeks of downtime? Besides the immediate and tangible efforts of downtime, such as lost productivity and revenue, there are numerous intangible factors that linger on long after the event. Repercussions include client loss, acquiring a negative reputation, and dissatisfied employees. Client loss. According to survey results from the web hosting company 1&1 Internet Inc., in excess of 70% of web users will take their business to a competitor if they are unable to instantly access the company website. Even if they can get onto your site, they'll still leave when they encounter error messages, have difficulty placing an order, or waste time attempting to access online support offered on web pages. In the ever-evolving tech world, people either don't have the time or won't wait. They take their hard-earned pounds to another supplier if not instantly satisfied. 1&1 Internet also reports that approximately 60% of unhappy clients will not return to a vendor that has proven problematic. That percentage represents an enormous loss in terms of long-term revenue. Negative reputation. Annoyed clients and customers don't only vent their dissatisfaction through word of mouth. They'll be quick to post on Twitter and Facebook, and, as we all know, once it's out there, it's there to stay. Along with reliable income streams and loyal employees, a well-respected brand reputation is essential for the successful operation of your SMB. Publicity stemming from downtime can be long-lasting and something from which your brand and name may never fully recover. Dissatisfied IT employees. Unlike large corporations that have large IT teams to deal with downtime and disaster recovery, SMBs usually have one IT specialist who handles all the tech needs of the company. This individual, the popular IT guy, is often overstretched and overworked with the burden of troubleshooting recurring issues with the IT infrastructure. When your IT guy single-handedly has to deal with getting your systems up and running time after time, they'll soon end up disgruntled and unfulfilled. Instead of working on projects to generate income for the company, they are constantly bogged down fixing what shouldn't be broken. These IT guys, knowledgeable and experienced, may look further afield for alternative employment with less stress and greater opportunity. For any SMB, a high staff turnover is damaging, not to mention that you're not honing in on the IT guy's skill set to make money for the company. Why don't SMBs prioritize BC and DR strategies? The accessing, processing, and storage of data underpins business today. Any company is defined by its ability to handle and process data in a safe and secure manner. It is data in whatever form that keeps daily business functioning and ensures optimal provision of client service and support. Given the importance of data in business, all companies should strive to make data protection a priority. While large enterprises have financial and human resources to do this, the average SMB is constrained by budgets and staffing. For a startup, the scenario is worse. All efforts are customer-driven, with few resources aimed at anything that will not generate short-term revenue. The long and the short of this is that most SMBs do not have fundamental safeguards in place for robust BC and DR. Strangely, research shows that more than 80% of downtime incidents could be reduced in length or completely eliminated using BC and DR plans. Why then do SMBs fail to take these precautions? Take a moment to explore 3 reasons: non-recognition, jargon-laden and too complex, and thinking that BC/DR is unaffordable. Non-recognition. Most SMBs do not recognize the need for BC and DR strategies until it is too late. They spend time and money on keeping business sustainable and trying to beat the competition, and they forget that a stable IT infrastructure is vital for business operation. It's only when downtime occurs that many SMBs realize the true cost of their oversight. While they are scrambling to get back online, the clock is ticking and the bank balance is dwindling. Jargon-laden and too complex. Some SMBs, hoping to streamline costs and processes with the company, consider BC/DR an unnecessary expense. Those who do understand the importance of being prepared for disaster find the jargon associated with BC/DR too complex and technical. For an SMB executive who isn't tech-savvy, a term such as IT infrastructure risk assessment may seem overwhelming and confusing. BC/DR is unaffordable. Some SMBs, while realizing that they need to implement BC/DR strategies so as not to be living on a knife edge, believe that is unaffordable. This is not the case. Every day, welcomes new trends in technology, and IT experts such as managed service providers (MSPs) draw on these innovations. Your local MSP can leverage their knowledge of your specific needs by applying state-of-the-art hybrid cloud solutions and disaster recovery tools to ensure that your IT infrastructure remains secure. Effective BC and DR in 3 steps. You can now explore how to incorporate BC/DR as part of your IT strategy in 3 easy steps: recognizing the need, conducting a risk assessment, and accessing virtualization and cloud computing. Recognition. While BC and DR strategies may be at the back of the minds of many SMB executives, implementing the plans is often delayed as more pressing business matters take precedence. According to CDW Corporation, a technology provider for business and government, SMBs in the United States alone lost £2 million annually due to downed networks. Bearing this large sum in mind, it's not smart to let business continuity and disaster recovery on the shelf and unattended. A sound BC plan should take into account all possibilities and not be limited to preparedness for human-induced or natural disasters only. The business world is now so technologically dependent that BC/DR plans must be in place to address any form of disruption that poses a threat to business operations and profitability. Good examples are internal technical failures such as server malfunctions, or cybercrimes such as phishing and ransomware threats. Remember that a single point of failure within your IT infrastructure can render the entire system non-operational. Risk assessment. As mentioned, being online 24/7 is vital for success, not only for e-commerce enterprise, but everybody. To minimize downtime, you should determine those components of your IT infrastructure that supports each phase of your business. Understanding how the parts of your IT infrastructure fit and work together means that you can conduct a comprehensive impact assessment to determine the consequences when a specific technology fails, even if this is for a minimal time period. An IT infrastructure risk assessment is determining all events that could unexpectedly cause each component of the infrastructure to fail. Risks result from either internal or external threats. Internal threats include, but are not limited to, application failure, hard drive crash, server malfunction, or human error. External threats include natural disasters, acts of terror, but are typically power failures or accidents. Also, all technology-dependent companies are prey for cybercriminals and are vulnerable to attacks from malware, virus, phishing, and the theft of personal devices used in the workplace. Major disasters are tremendously disruptive when they occur. However, it is the small day-to-day disruptions that do more damage to business, such as power failures, server crashes, and lost or compromised data. When developing a solid BC/DR plan, you don't need to think big and prep for doomsday. Focus on the daily disruptions that can cause downtime, and that will bring business to a halt. Once you ascertain how effective your BC/DR response to smaller issues like equipment failure is, you can then plan for long-term network outage and external threats beyond your control. Virtualization. One of the biggest pluses of utilizing virtualization is that it means your SMB can condense data, files, and applications onto fewer servers. By extension, this means using less physical space and a reduction in energy consumption. An essential facet of virtualization for SMBs is that they can enjoy the benefit of high availability, HA, without building a costly data backup center. Another advantage of virtualization is that operations can be restored quickly as entire systems are retained in a single virtual container. The cloud. SMBs are increasingly using hybrid cloud solutions in which core services are stored securely in the cloud and you still have local access to your files and data. Your SMB will design, implement, and maintain both private and public cloud solutions. Applying cloud solutions in this way means enhanced BC processes at a significantly reduced cost. Typically, cloud-based software as a service or SaaS packages have built-in BC solutions. SaaS means that data backup is fully automated both on-site and remotely. Think about this. Data, servers, software, and applications are stored securely in the cloud, and should your SMB become a victim of cybercrime or some other disaster, your IT infrastructure is safe. An added bonus is that the cloud means that in the event of a serious disruption, your SMB's communication and collaboration tools can be accessed remotely, and business operations proceed as normal. Secure your business now. As the hackneyed saying goes, there's no time like the present, and this applies to securing your technology and business processes by implementing comprehensive BCDR strategies. You may be reluctant to spend money, but think of BCDR planning like an investment in the future or a form of insurance. You'll reap the benefits of your investment when the unexpected happens and your SMB is subject to downtime. Using the latest technology trends, remote backup, virtualization and hybrid cloud solutions, plus enlisted the support of your MSP, gives you the ability to safeguard your business without enormous monthly bills. Shortage of cash and resources are not valid reasons for lack of BCDR solutions. Without these strategies, your business is at risk of severe financial loss. The best you can do is to secure your business now.